Welcome back to Boppin Around with
Ayesha
and Venus. Yay!
Wow. Venus, what the hell? Holy shit. Let's just start off. What? Go on. She just told me.
She said to me that she wanted to start talking in this episode. Like, she wanted to be the first one speaking because she said I'm always the one that's the first one speaking. So I was like, let me just... But I couldn't help myself, could I?
Wow.
You go, wow.
But first of all, let's
it's
just talk about...
It's fucking roasting in here.
It is so hot.
Sorry, guys. I do have boob sweat. I'm saying it now.
Oh.
Hopefully there's someone here that's into that.
I wish.
Well, bitch, it's just sweat in general.
Look,
sweat can come from anywhere.
The reason I'm not sweating as much as her is because I actually powdered a lot before I left the house.
I should powder my underboob, shouldn't I? I don't think that's how it works, so that would come off of my clothing, but I could put deodorant under there.
I mean...
I should put deodorant under there.
You know, baby powder.
Yeah, but listen, anyways, come here to me. So, guys, well, go on. You want to start off.
Hey, guys.
Well, can I just say...
Chucky Allah.
She learned Irish last week for St. Patrick's, but... It took us quite a while to get recording today. There was just a lot working against us. There wasn't actually, was there? There was some things.
There was a lot, yeah.
You know, once you like procrastinate and then suddenly like I changed my outfit, I changed my makeup, I changed my hair. It's one of those moments. To be fair, I'm on my period, so I'll give myself a pass. But you know, you just start hating everything and you're like, nothing looks good. That's how I was feeling. Now this bitch, she arrived full beat. Outfit on, hair sleek as fuck.
Whoa.
And I was like, right, she's what do we say? She's mugging me. She's mugging or mugging? Mugging. She's mugging. She's mugging me so hard.
Oh, thank you.
And this top is so cute. Imagine it just all unravel.
So basically, the one thing she didn't change is her pad. Sorry.
I'm actually wearing a pad. I'm wearing a tampon.
I know, but you wasn't wearing one before.
That's true because, you know, guys, anyone with a period out there, you know how, like, your period... Well, maybe some people are different, but your period will start and stop. So it will start, it will be coming and coming and coming, then it stops. Yeah. For, like, it could be a few hours, it could be a day. Imagine someone's like, girl, you need to get that checked.
No, I mean...
No, and then it comes back, and then, you know, like, it kind of goes until it ends, right? I was going to say it goes through periods.
It does.
No pun intended.
Wow.
But anyways, it's just... Yeah, and then you kind of get to... I'm telling you guys, after day 3 of a period, like, mine goes on for, like, at least 6 days, right? But, like, after day 3, I'm just kind of like, it's done, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can free bleed and you're probably going to be fine. Unless, you know, maybe you're going out and you would see stains. But, like, if I just let it come out right now, it probably... Nothing's going to... Like, I probably wouldn't even notice it. Because it would be more like, okay, this is too much. Is this TMI? It's more...
I don't think it's
like
TMI.
Watery blood.
I think there's not enough of it.
Yeah, the second day, guys, you are gushing like a fucking river. I mean, that's for me anyway, personally.
Interesting. I can't relate that hard. But I do have experience because of my ex. Yeah, her periods are tough. Anyway... Let's just talk about how gorgeous of a day it is.
And I'm going to say how gorgeous I look.
No, I'm about to get to that, actually.
I need the confidence boost right now.
Oh, babe. No, guys, please. If you see this, look at her and tell me, is she not so fucking stunning?
I don't know what happened to my hair.
Babe.
It's okay, guys.
I love her hair. Are you
no,
kidding
it's
me?
all knotted in the back. Now, to be fair, I watched it on Friday. Today is Thursday, actually. The time is just flying. I don't understand. It's the end of March.
And I washed my hair this morning.
Gorgeous. Okay.
What's going on?
Well, first of all, okay.
You've been through a lot of shit this past few days.
Yeah.
She's been through a lot of shit.
Okay, but before we get to that,
okay,
we have a very crazy. No, we have a story time. Okay, we have a story time from what happens to me over the weekend. But before that, we're going to talk about what happened last week because I haven't seen this girl since St. Patrick's Day. Now, baby, you wanted to speak more at the start of the episode. So why don't you take us through what happened on St. Patrick's Day?
Okay, so what happened was...
And then talk like talk in a way that's like actually tell the story.
Right. So
I sound like a fucking cunt.
It all began with me being hungover and Venus texting me saying, "Hey bitch, I'm going live on TikTok because it's St. Patty's Day." Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You got so scared there. I was happy to see you be scared.
St. Patty's.
Here's the thing. We might have said this in the last episode, guys. No one in Ireland says St. Patty, okay? If you say St. Patty, it's done, right?
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Titties been busting through. You don't say St. Patty. You can say St. Patty, but who the fuck is Patty, right? Patty as in a burger? No. Paddy or Patrick? Patrick? No, we do say St. Patty's. A lot of people say St. Patty's, but Patrick is best. St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Let's say.
St. Patty's.
Do you know that sound on TikTok that's like, that's not even a real holiday or something about St. Patrick's Day? I forget how the saying goes.
Every time she tells me a sound, I always hear it 2 weeks later.
You probably, well,
Like
you
the
should have heard it
buzzball
last
one.
week.
No, babe, the buzzball one.
Yeah,
I saw that a few days ago. And then I was listening to the episode. Anyway.
Yeah.
So what happened was, I was on her live stream. It was amazing. She was all dressed up, green, looking sexy as fucking always. So Venus is like, such a gorgeous day today. And then I'm like, wow, it really is a gorgeous day. She's making her breakfast. I'm like, do you know what? I'm going to get up and make my breakfast too. Got up, made my breakfast, watching her live. And we're chatting. She's in her live stream, reading out my comments. And then I'm like, such a gorgeous day. I wonder if they're going to do anything, you know, Venus and her boyfriend. And then I'm like texting, hey, we should go out today. And then Venus says it at the same time as I'm sending it into chat saying, hey, Ayesha, let's go out today. It's St. Patrick's. And then she was like, oh my God, yeah, woohoo. And then we went out.
That was really good.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
That's really good. Yeah, because Ayesha loves to just go straight into the like, you'd be like, this is what you say. These fucking men were fucking harassing us out on the street.
Were they?
Well, we did.
Oh, they were, yeah.
No, but like, it was crazy because, you know, we had already celebrated St. Patrick's Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
We spoke about that in the last episode.
Yeah.
But we weren't planning to do anything on St. Patrick's. But guys, like, it was just such a gorgeous day.
So gorgeous.
The sun was out. I had planned to go live on TikTok. My TikTok account is now banned. We'll get to that. But I have planned to go live. And I was like, I was on live. I was, you know, I put on a green dress. I was planning to do my makeup after and just like, I don't know, just do my makeup for St. Patrick's Day, do a little green eye, maybe take content, right? But then like...
Sorry, continue. I want to hear this.
What did you remember? What's the...
St. Patrick's.
Oh, yeah. So I turned green because the necklaces I was wearing, literally, the paint was coming off onto my skin. The moment I realised, I was going to say you should go. You can see it on my Instagram or my YouTube. But like, I literally was on live and I was like, I thought I was seeing things because I had green shamrocks like all over the house. So I thought they were just reflecting on me. And I was like, am I actually green? It was so funny. I think it was funny too because I was on live and I had already fucked up. I'd already spilled my makeup all over the ground. So I'd already been cleaning that up, right? And had gotten on my legs like brown eyeshadow or something. So then when that happened, I was like, are you fucking serious? Anyways, besides the point, we were literally just like, you were obviously in my live and we're just talking back and forth. And I was like, babe, like, should we be out? Like, it's St. Patrick's Day. Like, come on, it's a gorgeous day. Let's get the fuck out.
Yes, bitch.
So we made last minute plans to go out and we were out till fucking 4 a.m. I mean, it was such a fun day. It was such a fun night. It was a day that, you know, the spontaneous days, guys, a lot of times they are the best.
It was so fun.
We went down to this pub next to the river. We sat outside and we had some drinks. And there was no music. It was very, very quiet there, okay? We brought my speaker and we just played like Irish music outside and like people gradually started coming over, sitting down. We were like, is it the music bringing them over? But it was just really cute and nice and fun and we were creating the vibe and like no one was gonna, like it wasn't like anyone in the pub was telling us not to play it. Like,
what did you eat when we were there?
So I got this like pizza. They didn't really have a lot of vegan options, but I did just ask them to put some vegetables on a pizza. Let's just say it was a very healthy pizza that I've had. Like, very healthy.
I'm sorry.
I'm not mad about it. Like, okay, healthy. The only thing is like, what? How much am I spending for that then? Like, it's like...
I'm mad about it for you.
The chips were gorgeous. You had a burger.
Burger was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Anyways, it was just... We lined our stomach. We had some buzz balls. We had some little margarita cans. And then we left there. We went back to mine. We went live again. We...
Here we go.
How do we say this? let's just say there's some people from the past that we prank called. And we're actually going to post one of the videos because it's too funny.
We have to.
It's people from... Are we supposed to... What should we say it? Should we actually say who they are?
They're from another life.
And well, basically, guys, like... Anyways, we had a lot of fun. Now, the only things that... My TikTok got banned this night. Why did I get banned? Because I think what's happening is they're listening to my words and when they hear me... I don't know if it's directing people to Instagram is what's really doing it, or if it's directing people to my Instagram to go to my link, obviously referring to my OnlyFans. I'm not sure, but I was banned, like account banned, everything, and then I appealed it. It came back in 5 minutes. Everything was great. It was amazing, right? So you're probably like, well, why are you banned now? Well, it happened again, and it's straight up banned now. Will it come back? Maybe, but this is my biggest account I've had for the longest amount of time. I've had it since like 2021. That's like 5 years. I don't know if it's coming back. I really don't know. They rejected my appeal this time. Anyways, guys, look, I feel like it's just been constant. Since last year, it's just been constant losing of accounts or like bad things happening to my accounts. My YouTube, even like my YouTube has done so well in the past few weeks, but it also then started getting restricted as well. Look, whatever, it's okay. My YouTube is still there. And I can make a new TikTok, but I would love to get that TikTok back. But anyway.
Look, I just want to say.
It's kind of shit because I will just say it's shit because it's like, it wasn't even my content. Like,
no, it wasn't.
It was me being on live. Here's the thing, right? A few years ago, I think content, if they didn't like your content, it was just taken down. Yeah. Warning. Once you got a couple of warnings, banned. Whereas now, if they think your content is a bit suspicious or whatever, they'll just say ineligible for recommendation, right? But they don't actually give you a strike on your account. But when it comes to going on live, they don't say like they do. There is certain things where they say, oh, we're not going to recommend your live to more people, right? Yeah. But I genuinely think that the rules are way too strict in order to actually get a strike from a live. They're kind of like how it used to be for just making content on there. It feels like why am I getting banned for speaking words of go to my Instagram? Like, is that actually a thing that you can say? Exactly. It just seems like too quick of a ban, and that's how it used to be back in the day with content. I make very normal, like maybe a teeny bit spicy content on my TikTok, like really not that much at all. And I just find it crazy that like I don't know. It's unfortunate that they just like ban me straight out because. If you get a live removed, that's a strike. Like, anyways, look. So whatever about that, but right. Anyways, on St. Patrick's Day, I was happy because I was like, oh, it came back, yay! So, then we planned to go and get spice bags in the Red Bull pub
so good.
In Peckham. Okay,
so good.
This guy has been like doing his spice bag thing out here.
Shout out Liam.
Liam. His name is Max.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shout out Max.
So he started this like spice bag kind of business. Obviously it's a super popular like Irish Chinese takeaway, but it's just not really a thing in the UK. So he's like one of the first in London. There's actually another one that I recently had, but we love his one. It's called Scaldi, and he moves around from different pubs, but he's in the Red Bull in Peckham. We went there. It's an Irish pub. We had some live Irish music. She heard
Old Town Road.
What's it fucking called? Rattling Bog. She heard the Rattling Bog song for the first time. Oh, roll the Rattling Bog, bog down in the valley.
That wasn't the first time.
And in the bog there was a tree, a rattling tree, and the tree, and the hole, and the hole, and the tree, and the bog, and the hole, and the tree, and the tree, and the hole down in the valley. Yo. Oh, the Rattling Bog, Rattling Bog. Anyways, we ate our spice bags, got a bottle of wine.
We were fucked up.
Yeah, no, literally.
And then wait, sorry, tell me why.
Wait, did we speak to people in there? I don't remember. I spoke to the Spice Bag man. He actually like knows me by name. It's really cute.
I spoke to some of the girls upstairs when you were gone.
Oh, I spoke to the singers in the bathroom.
Right, yes, you did. You embarrassed yourself.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
Did I embarrass myself?
No, you didn't.
You're roasting.
Yeah.
No, it was just funny because I went into, when you're like talking to someone and you just kind of start word vomiting to the point where you're like, she was talking to me about she used to live in Manchester, and I was like, oh, Manchester. I used to go to Manchester because I loved this one specific vegan restaurant, but it's closed now. And she was like,
fuck
oh,
me.
she's like, oh. And then we were waiting in the queue for the toilet, so then the next toilet became free, and then I was like, okay, great, I have to leave on this moment now. I can't like bring it back to. Guys, it's fine. Anyways, I was like to Ayesha, okay, this was probably like what time? 12 a.m. I was like, we can either end the night. I didn't even give that as an option. I just said, Mabel, are we gonna like go into central London right now and go to like.
And I said yes.
And carry the night on. So we went to O'Neill's. Which O'Neill's was it?
Wait, before we get to that, look, I'm just gonna say the spice bag by Max, fucking delicious.
It's gorgeous.
Okay, that's the third time I've had his spice bag.
If you're in London.
Babe, that's the third time I've had his spice bag.
Third? Oh,
yeah.
Because
yeah.
I forgot you had it as a takeaway one time.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it. Kenny got them all for us, wasn't it?
That means I've had it 4 times.
Then what was it?
When we did bingo.
That wasn't his spice bag.
Oh, then I've done it 3 times with him.
That was a whole different pub. I don't know what one you
with
had.
him, I've done it 3 times.
I don't know how that spice bag wasn't great. That one that we had.
No,
I think it was like it was almost like plain chips, and I don't even know. Yeah.
Look. His spice bag was fucking delicious. That day for me was about food and drinks and partying with my bestie.
Yeah, no, it was so fun.
So
it was
good.
so cute. It was the best. Because like I feel like as well, a lot of nights we've done now have been in the house. And even though I think that's in a way you don't expend as much energy, so you won't be as tired. Like I have done like 2 crazy nights in the past like 2 weeks, and this whole week I've been fucked up.
Jesus.
I've been dead. Anyways, yeah, well, we just carried on the night. We went to O'Neill's and fucking
just jumped on a fucking bus.
Bopped along. Yeah, like it was so crazy. Like we traveled. Like Kenny was like to me, "You guys went from Peckham all the way into Central." I was like, "It really didn't take that long." You know, we had some drinks on the way.
Bus then a train.
God, babe, I don't even.
I just remember my hat
went to your old workplace on the way.
Went to my old workplace. We wrote on the fucking door. Got my lipstick out and wrote on the door.
Vandalized property.
Holy shit. That was after O'Neill's or before O'Neill's?
Oh wait, we still have to get to the best part of the night. We were in O'Neill's for like 2 hours, just like dancing. We found the best corner in the pub where the fucking fan was.
I remember.
It was stunning. And then like we were actually next to the lift, like the fucking work lift, or like for
disabled people.
But I don't even think it was. I don't think it was a disabled lift. I think it was just a.
That was a disabled lift.
Did someone come out of there in a wheelchair or?
No, it's an assisted lift, but they use it for.
Right. Well, anyways, they left it open, and then you know when you're drunk, I just became so curious of that lift. I was like, oh my god, they didn't even close it. They just left it open next to us.
She was trying to get
and I
in.
kept like opening the door, being like, should we go in? Should we go in? And then all of a sudden, like I don't know, a security guard or a
no, that's not what happened.
What happened?
So she's trying to go in. She's holding on to the railing, trying to go in, and she doesn't remember. I don't blame her because we were drunk as fuck. But she's trying to go in, and then
Dave, I do remember. I've seen the video and everything.
Do you not remember me holding you, telling you not to go in?
Okay, fair enough. Anyways, the guy comes over and like bangs it closed.
Oh gosh.
Also, I don't know. There was a machine next to us. I think it was a phone charging machine.
Yeah, I think I just caught myself dramatizing.
I think
Holy shit, I do that, don't I?
Yeah, you're.
Fuck. Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. It's fun. This machine to charge phones, it had this like wonky screen, right? It was like real bendy. And the thing about me when I'm drinking, I get a lot of excess energy, right? So I was just like, no, guys, I wasn't actually gonna do this, and I would hate to think that I would have done it if he didn't stop me. But it's like grown ass woman, by the way. But I was like, it would be so fun to break this right now. Like it would be so fun to just like. Because it was so like, it was like bending. And I was like, Ayesha, look at this. And I was like, should I break it? And you're like, babe, no.
Don't break it.
And I was like, what am I even doing? Anyways. We were dancing, we were drinking. I spent a lot of money this night.
Oh, yeah.
But.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll get you back.
Of course, my darling.
I will. You know I will.
It's all worth it for St. Patrick. It is just really nice to celebrate culture, and especially when you're not in your home country, you know, and just seeing like going out and seeing other people celebrate it. And I think I have a new appreciation for Irish live music as well. Yeah, it's just a lovely day. It's lovely just celebrating, I guess, knowing everyone's kind of brought together by the same celebration, and we all just want to feel connection, right?
Being drunk.
I love being drunk.
No, it's so fun.
But anyways, we come out of the club and what do we fucking see? Now, I could not believe my eyes. A 24/7
Oh, right.
M&S, guys. Marks and Spencer's. A 24/7 Marks and Spencer's food
Insane.
hall.
Insane.
Was this just the part of London we were in? I mean, I guess, but like 24/7.
Never seen it.
Does that mean it's open? Because like, didn't it say on the thing 24/7? So that means every day. Because when you think about it, right? Okay, we were out on like a Tuesday, so normally if you're out on a weekend, you might not come across it. But I'm thinking, is it even open on weekends? And we went in there. We got ourselves a
Probably is.
Our like post.
Yeah.
Our post drinking food. I was there here eating olives on the way home, croutons.
She was hungry.
And then, how did we get home? Taxi or some shit? I don't fucking know.
God, I was so
Anyways,
wasted.
look, that was St. Patrick's Day.
No. I'll tell you how we got home. So, me and Venus were waiting on the corner of the street just before we popped into M&S. And this man came up to us and said, "Hey, ladies, how you getting home?" And then we got home. We went home with him. Sorry.
And we're actually being controlled by him right now. That's not funny. That's
Stop.
Not funny. That's not funny.
Stop.
No, so can I have a sip of that? Oh, no, you're not going to.
You can.
No, just leave it. It's done. Oh, it's still there.
Yeah.
She turns around. She's like,
Have a sip. Don't finish it. Okay.
I think I just took your saliva.
Okay. It's fine. I've got all my shots.
Yeah, we had some funny interactions
That was a fun night.
So this man came up. This one we had left the club, and we just saw him on the side of us, and he's like, "You're really pretty," and I was like,
He was
who
so
are you
creepy.
speaking to? I was like, me or her? And then
I think he wanted one of us to answer, and then
he was like looking at me, right? So then I'm like, okay, this is my girlfriend. And then I go and I'm like, we start hugging, and then I don't know, did he say, "Can I join?" or did he say something of the sort?
Something creepy.
And then he kept walking, and you were like, "Babe, we have to go now. Let's get away from him." And I was like, "Look, he's gone." And we looked down this alleyway.
Disappeared.
I was like, "He's gone. He's literally gone." But then, in the blink of an eye, he suddenly comes out of a different road. We fucking lagged it.
She's like, "Babe, she's back."
And then, at some point, this other man comes up behind us. This was, to be fair, the other man, not as creepy as it can be. This man comes up, puts his arms around us, and what does he say?
Oh my God, he comes up 30 seconds after this man we just spoke about, comes up and says, "Hey ladies, how you getting home tonight?"
And Pepper like, "How you getting home tonight?" I was like, "How you getting home tonight?" And we were like, and then he's like, "You need help getting home? Come on, I'm going to help you get home. Come on, yeah, come on. Yeah, how you getting home tonight? I'm going to bring you home."
Ew.
It was it was actually giving trafficking.
Yeah.
No, really weird. And you said there was another man that spoke to us at some point.
We had 3 people in 3
Who was
minutes.
the other one though, babe?
The first guy was just some man in his hoodie walking,
And what did he
saying,
say?
"Happy St. Patrick's" to us.
Oh, I forgot about that.
"You look really nice." And then he's like to us, "Where are you girls from?" And then I looked at him and I grabbed Venus and I was like, ew, just don't even talk to us. And we just walked around the corner.
Okay.
And then the second man came and was like, "Oh, you're really pretty." Looking at both of us cross-eyed. And then Venus is like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "That's my girlfriend." And he's like, "Can I join?" And then we're like, ew. And then I'm like, "We should go." And then she's like, "Oh my God, babe, he disappeared." We go around the corner. Third guy comes out. Hands over. That's when we're like, "Fuck this." Cross the road to M&S. It's like, all of a sudden the M&S appeared.
No, it literally just appeared out of nowhere. It was like,
it was across the road the whole time. Wasn't it heavenly? It actually was. This is, please.
Gloria and Chelsea's. Okay. Anyways, we've been speaking for so long.
20
for half an hour.
Yeah, 28 minutes.
Right. Well, okay. The next story is also a story that's going to be coming from my mouth.
Oh. Okay, wait. So that's St. Patrick's over, and now the thing is, some crazy shit happened for this girl in the past few days, and it kind of like rocked the boat a bit. Everyone was a bit worried. At first I was like, wow, I've got nothing going on in my life. I need this tea. And then she was like, "Babe, no." And then I felt bad instantly. But I think it's best if the story comes out of the horse's mouth.
Well, did you want to say anything about your titty growth?
We can get to that later in the end.
Well, I don't think we'll have time. So
okay.
You want to just put something in quickly about your titties?
Yes, so she put me on the spot here.
No, just about your life right now. Just everything. Like, hormone journey.
Right, my hormone journey is going really well. I've noticed my body's become like very sensitive and mentally like I'm tired a lot, maybe because I've got a lot going on, but also my tatas are hurting more.
And they're coming through. Like,
Yeah.
I feel privy to be like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like, her titties are growing. I mean, you've done 3 rounds. You have your 4th round in a few days' time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it, maybe I'll just go full
You've got some cute new clothes lately.
Vinted. Hey, Vinted!
You're in your new place.
Sponsor us.
On it?
Hey.
Can we have some sponsors?
Please.
Like,
All my
can we
clothes
have
are
some sponsors? Can we have some sponsors?
All my clothes are secondhand right now. Well, kinda.
I gave her the jeans.
She gifted me these jeans, Vinted. Yeah.
Socks don't count as clothes.
I guess.
Anyways, okay, well that's great.
That's all I want to talk about for now. Let's keep it light.
Am I on in the camera? In the camera? I don't know if I am.
Maybe come a little bit closer.
Yeah. Come a little bit closer. Yeah, well, basically, guys, you'll probably tell by the title, but
Whoa.
the title's going to be something like, a man tried to steal Venus's boyfriend. Okay, so, story time.
I'm controlling
No,
it
okay,
now.
guys.
Yeah.
So I had mentioned on last week's episode that I was going to Adam McIntyre's show.
Yeah.
I watch Adam McIntyre's content on YouTube. So he was doing a London show on Saturday, and me and Kenny were gonna go. So we did go, and well, I said it like, I do know your kids. I know my kids. I know your kids because I know your baby daddy. I do know my baby daddy. I know your baby daddy because I saw his face almost every other night. Yeah, I was so excited to go to this show because, I don't know, I love when the internet becomes real life, right? It's fun, it's exciting. Like, I watch, these days especially, right? I watch a lot of people in a more passive way. I just have their videos playing while I'm doing whatever I'm doing. It could be doing my nighttime routine, my skincare, my morning, making my breakfast, eating my breakfast. You know, you get it, right? Hopefully that's how you listen to us. Anyways, and Adam is someone that I've been watching for a few years now. I mean, I said why I enjoy his content like in last week's episode. Go to that one if you want to hear. But so he was also inviting some other YouTubers to his show that I watched. So I was kind of intrigued to see like who I was going to see there. One of our friends is actually friends with his best friend, Lexi. So I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I'll end up getting to like see anyone or chat to anyone. I don't know how it's gonna go. I was excited, right? Now I'd been to his show before, which was like last year in a church, which was so random. So this one was gonna be in a club, so it was a much better setting.
Jesus.
I know, it was in a fucking church because he had a tour company that booked him a church in London City, where there is so many fucking venues and clubs, and you chose a church.
I love that. That's so funny.
He got in trouble at the end of that show because they were the people that worked in that church were so angry that he had talked about like the royal family, made jokes about them, and like talked about like stuff that wasn't appropriate for a church. It's like, bitch, why did you allow him to book a show then? Anyways, it's the tour company's fault realistically, but anyways, right, that's besides the point. So we go to the show, you know, had some drinks, made some to-go margaritas. I was going with Kenny. This is okay. Get to the show. Spoke to Adam McIntyre's brother because he was on the door. We got there so late. There was no one in the queue. It had actually already started. So he had a drag queen come on first. She was already on stage. We saw her last performance, which was, I was happy to just see at least the ending. So spoke to Adam's brother at the door. I was like, oh my god, you have the same, are you related? La, la, la. And he kind of was like, I can't confirm or deny that. Go into the venue. First, we're at the very back, and I see Adam's mom. I was like, oh my god! And then, just before the show was gonna start, I see the YouTuber Paige Christie go up to the bar. Oh. Okay, so I was like to Kenny, oh my god, like I watch her videos. And then as she was turning back and walking back to her seat, I just kind of like stopped her. I was like, I love your videos, and she was like, thank you. And then so I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. So then Adam comes out, the show starts. It was really funny, it was really good. I think I was starting to get like quite drunk throughout the show. I think Kenny was also quite drunk as well, to the point where he was actually starting to fall asleep. Because like, to be fair, he didn't know, like the whole show is just about like internet lore, like, you know, all these characters on the internet and all the drama that Adam has covered over the past year. So Kenny is a bit like, what the fuck is going on, you know, type of thing. But anyways, And then it was towards the end of the show that I realized another YouTuber was sat behind us, and that I also watched, called Vangelina, and I was like, oh my god, this is so, it's just very funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, you don't really think you're going to be in a room with all these people. Maybe, is that what, is that kind of, it's surreal. It's kind of surreal. Yeah. So the show ended, right? Kenny went toilet, and then she was still sat behind me, and I was just like, okay, I just wanted to at least say one thing to all these people, right? Just, you know, at least just be like to them, I like your videos, you know? So I was like, Vangelina, and she's like, yeah. I was like, I love your videos, or something like that. I think she was like, oh, thank you. And we just had a chill conversation. I think she was like, oh, I got here really late. And I was like, oh my God, I was really late. And then I said like, there was no one in the queue, or I think I said, what time did you get in at? And then she basically said that she wasn't as late as me. Oh. And then I don't really remember what else we said, but then someone else had come up and wanted to speak to her, right? So, and then Kenny came back, and then Kenny's like to me, oh my God, like Adam was down there. Let's go down there. Even though we were actually supposed to be leaving because we were supposed to go to another party, this like engagement party for Kenny's friend. I'm like, okay, let's go down there. There's like, it was a fucking huge like venue. Anyways, we go downstairs to this other bar area. Okay, so then I'm recognizing other people just from like online and seeing them in Adam's videos or stuff. Some people like I don't really know anything about, so I was like kind of like, oh my God, I want to say something, but I don't really know. Like, you know, anyways, whatever. There's a buzzball machine down here. So Kenny is like, I want to get the milk buzzball. Kenny is allergic to milk. He is fucking allergic to milk. And he still said, I want the milk buzzball. And I was distracted by everything going on around me that I was just like, okay, yeah, like get me one too. So I didn't get the milk one there, guys. I did taste it. I will say I did taste it. I can't remember if I liked it or not. I think I did like it. But like, I'm not going to drink it because... Put a bit of oat milk in that. Yeah. Put a bit of oat milk. Buzzball, come on. Anyways, I had a wine in my hand at this point as well, and like I spilt it everywhere. Oh, and I remember like all these people, like some of which I recognized, were like, "Oh my God, no!" And it's like, this is so weird, right? And then from here, like it's like funny because I remember saying different things. I don't remember who I was saying them to, but I remember the buzzball machine. There was a huge yellow buzzball, inflatable yellow buzzball on top of the machine. Right. And I was like, I remember saying to people, and I'm like, oh my God, girl, like, is that really the riveting conversation you have to share? I was like, do you see, guys, how there's a big yellow buzzball and there's no yellow buzzballs in the machine? Why is that? Damn. I was like, there's a huge yellow one, but there's no yellow in the machine. To be fair, that kind of makes sense, right?
Don't you love the yellow one?
Exactly. That's why I was like, why is there an inflatable yellow and there's no yellow in the machine?
See, I get that.
Yeah, no.
Because I know she likes the other one.
Girl math. Anyways, then I see the girl that's friends with our friend. So I was like, oh my God, I have to say something to her. I have to. So I was like, Kenny, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say this. It's so funny too when you know someone but they don't know you do have to think about how you're going to communicate to them. Because you can't go up and be like, oh my God, is he little? Because they don't have a fucking clue who you are. Like, so I just went up to the bar because she was at the bar, and I kind of just like look at her and I'm like, oh my God, I've seen you in Adam's videos. And I think she said something like, oh my God, everyone's been saying that, like. And then I was like, also, I think like we have a mutual friend, or my friend is friends with. I was gonna say my friend knows you, but she's literally friends with her, like. Yeah. So they think we have a mutual friend, and then I said her name, and then she's like, oh my God, yeah. She's like, oh my God, yeah, I love her. And then like her boyfriend, I remember him being there, being like, oh my God, yeah, wow. Anyway, then she had to run off, right? I don't know at which point like the Adam ran by me, and Kenny was like, oh my God, look, there he is. And I look back and he's running to go up the backstage door. And then I don't know, I was drunk, right? So it was literally like, I was drunk on tequila too. Okay. You know when you're in the point of drunk where you're not like drunk as in you're out of it, you're actually drunk as in, you know how it is with me. Yeah. Very like hyper. I will say like this whole night I felt very confident like going up to people and speaking to, just being like, that's really good. Yeah, which is really nice. But I just like, I must have just like shouted his name as he ran up the backstage door, and I was just like, oh my God, right? Yeah. I didn't expect him to run down. But he came back down. Now I started overthinking this like maybe yesterday, and I was like, what if he thought it was his friend calling him down? And then he was like, oh, who's this? Like, because when I think about it, like because like the people that were in that area, I think might have been most people who were his friends. Like there was no reason why we couldn't have been down there, but
yeah, of course.
because it wasn't locked off or anything. I think
but that's really cute. That shows his.
I'm not sure what he thought was happening,
Yeah.
but anyways, he came back down, and I just remember. I think this might have been before I spoke to his friend Lexi. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter, does it, guys? It actually doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, it doesn't matter which happened first. But he came down. I was like, oh my god, I love your videos. And I said something to him that doesn't even make sense. I said, you're my top 1% YouTuber. That doesn't make any sense. But in my drunk state of mind, I was thinking, like, you know, when the YouTube Rewind came out, or the YouTube Wrapped, like Spotify, and it doesn't, it's like you're in the top 1% of viewers or something like that. Was he sober? But I was like, you're my top 1% YouTuber.
Was he sober?
I don't think he was sober. He said he drank moonshine before. Anyways, Kenny took a picture, and then Kenny says that I like screamed and was like, Kenny, you better take this picture. You better take this picture good. And apparently, like, Adam like flinched and was like,
yes.
And I was like, oh my god, are you serious? And then Kenny was like, yeah, I think he got scared like when you said that, when you said that to me. And I was like, and then Kenny was like reframing the memory for me. Like, I was like, oh my god, he thinks I'm an aggressive bitch. Anyways, so I got a picture with him. I'll insert it. Whenever I say I'll insert a photo, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, I have to go now and download it into my fucking, send it to my fucking Facebook, download it into my fucking, into the CapCut, download it. Anyways, I think I've set the scene enough, right? Very cute, very excitable. I was very like, just like happy, and like I love just being like, oh my god, these people I watch, like, let me speak to them, this is great. Okay, and then this is where things go kind of funny. Kenny is like, come on, baby, we need to go to the next place, you know? And I was like, okay, let's just wait a bit, because it was still very early. I think it was like just after 10 o'clock. So we're chilling, and I'm kind of just observing people around me like a little stalker. And then next thing you know, this man comes up to Kenny. Now, was I not standing close enough to my boyfriend? I don't know. Where was I? Next time I'm out somewhere, I'm all over that man. I'm fucking gonna be clawing his fucking... Okay. This guy comes up and he says something along the lines of, hi, my name is this, and I just want to say you're gorgeous. What's your name? Something along those lines of basically being like, hi there, what's your name? I think you're absolutely gorgeous. Goes in like real close, right? Clearly flirting with Kenny, okay? Anyways, funny thing is, this is actually, like, it was one of the YouTubers that was there, their best friend, okay? So now after this, I'm a bit confused what happened. Now I'm used to guys coming up and saying stuff to Kenny, right? I'm used to that happening when we're in gay clubs or like trying to get with him or whatever. But this was kind of different because normally, like, you know, I'll either come up and say something and it's done, that's it. But so I went up and I said something along the lines of like, I'm his girlfriend, like, what are you doing? Again, this is an exact recalling, but he proceeded to be like to me, no, your boyfriend is gay, and you, can I say the word?
Say it.
He's like, you're a fag hag, darling, you're a fag hag, your boyfriend's gay, okay, he's gay. And I wish I could remember, like, everything that was said, but he basically made it out as though my relationship with Kenny was fake, that like he was gonna leave me, it wasn't real, and that I'm a fag hag, a girl with a gay man. And then like I didn't know how I felt in that moment, because it's weird. I've been put like these little, to be fair, I think there's only been one situation where it was close to this before, but it didn't affect me like this, because like guys have come up to Kenny before when I was like somewhere else in the club or something like that, right?
Right.
Or even when we were still friends. There was a time before in Colour Factory, and to be fair, it was a gay night, so that might, I mean, I can understand it more if we're in a gay club, whatever, but I went to the toilet, I came out, and this guy was talking to Kenny. And then I went up and Kenny was like, this is my girlfriend. I was like, hi, I'm his girlfriend, like, la, la, la. And then we're about to leave, and the guy goes and like pulls Kenny in for a kiss.
Stop. That's
and then I remember
disgusting.
being like, if you were a girl, this would be so wrong. If you were a girl, this would be so wrong. And I don't remember what that guy said. So that was like the closest experience, but that was different because I think it was weird, right? I was on a high after Adam's show, and like, I also was aware that this was like the best friend of someone I watched, so it was just kind of strange. But anyways, I think I said a bunch of things to him. I was like, I don't know what I said, but I said something along the lines of like, what are you doing? Okay, now this is where I wish I didn't react like this, because I started going like, you don't know my boyfriend, like, this is my relationship, like, why am I proving anything to a random person, right? But then, like, I'm drinking, right? So I'm forgetting why I'm mad. I don't even know if I should be mad. I don't know if my feelings are valid. I haven't even processed how I feel. So then I just started chatting to him normally, and we were in like a group of people too, right? I remember chatting to like his friend at one point who's a YouTuber, and like speaking to her. But then it was weird. It was like he did it again. He did it again then in front of me. He was like to Kenny, he was like, listen babe, take my Instagram. Ew. If you ever want to hit me up, right, just come see me.
Disgusting. Just ill. So disgusting.
And like the thing is, Kenny was just very passive in this whole thing because he didn't really know exactly what was going on. He said he was kind of confused because like it looked like I was about to fight this man, but then I would speak friendly to him, and then he'd be like, oh, he couldn't perceive properly. But he was just like chilling. He wasn't doing anything. He was just like, while this guy was, he's like, if you want to come and see me, like, come and see me. It was when, I think that's the part that actually is the reason why I ended up being really upset, because like, if you come up and you approach my boyfriend and okay, that's fine. Like, if you didn't know we were together, that's fine. Then proceeding to tell me, no, he's gay and you're a fag hag. Okay, that's just weird and disrespectful. Because even if he was, okay, he's with me. So, like, let's say his sexuality is, let's say he's bisexual. Okay, great. If you're thinking, if he likes boys, oh my God, he likes boys. But he's with me. Because he obviously likes girls too. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, it's just really weird to perceive and tell someone what their tell someone's partner what the partner's sexuality is. Of course. And then you could argue, well, girl, like, he doesn't know him, so why does it even matter? And I'm like, that's fine. Like, he can think what he wants to think, but I don't know, like, calling me that term was a bit of a... And then to proceed to try and still get with my boyfriend again, like, it's not about me thinking, like, oh my God, like, is Kenny gonna get with... No, it's more the fact that, and I think if it was a complete stranger in a club, I might have just been like, okay, yeah, let's just leave this. But it was the fact that, like, this was actually, like, the best friend of someone that I watch. And in then
such a safe zone.
I wanted to stay around that area because I was kind of like, oh my God, I want to chat to people and stuff. Yeah. I want to chat to people here. Yeah, exactly. It was like, it felt like a very safe space as well. Look, so it was just weird.
Sorry, Venus. You're very strong for talking about this again. Genuinely,
I've been talking about it non-stop since it happened. I think today is the first day where I know
you broke your nail.
I know today is the first. I think that's kind of why I was putting off getting into it, because I think it was true. I realized on Monday night, because like on Sunday I was like, oh my God, that was a crazy night last night, la la la, oh my God. I was telling you all about it. I was like, what the fuck happened? So crazy. It was so crazy. But then it was on Monday when I was like, wait, that's actually really shit. I feel very upset by what happened, you know? And then, I kind of just have processed it over the past few days. Today I feel fine. I'm like, okay, I don't even need to get into it again. But obviously I want to talk about it for the podcast.
Of course.
But anyways, look, were you going to say something else then?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, essentially, for you, I feel like what happened was just so out of the ordinary, right? Usually if something like that would happen, even if it wasn't you and Kenny, if it was just someone else, right? Someone hits on your partner, you tell them that's my partner, step away. Normally people respect boundaries and move on. Doesn't matter about your sexuality, doesn't matter about your race, doesn't matter about your gender, whatever.
Yeah.
Once you have certain boundaries, the boundaries are in place. This person went out their way to disturb the peace, right? They broke the boundaries multiple times, then they went to insult you multiple times, and then they went to further disrespect you by going against what you had asked them not to do.
Yeah, that's kind of it. It was
don't hit on my boyfriend. Proceeds to hit on your boyfriend. And then says bullshit to you, says nasty things to you.
He's like, I know better than you, actually. I think it was more the shock as well that got to me. Like, because ultimately it's like, I think over the past few days I've been thinking about the Let Them theory by Mel Robbins, where
Right.
I'm like, why do I care so much about what a random person said, right? Like, their words don't hold weight. So it's like, they let them say what they want to say. Now you do how you want to do. It's like, let them, now let me. And I think this situation can really apply to it, because essentially, like, this person holds no weight. I have no reason to actually care about what they've said. But
Exactly.
that doesn't, but then that's fair. Like, I think I was, I've already assessed my own reaction to this, and how, okay, look, I was drinking, so of course I was gonna be a bit more like, Kenny said I was like a little chihuahua. Like, I was like, ruff, 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 ruff. Or no, sorry, not a chihuahua, a Yorkshire Terrier, is it?
Okay, terrier.
Look, like, I didn't even finish the story, but basically, like, so he had said it again to Kenny, right? And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then, like, here's the thing. We were just, I remember just chatting to him so much, right? And then I think a part of me wanted to gain back some control in the situation. So I was like, okay, I'm going to actually just take control of this now by showing that I'm actually not impacted by it, and that I'm going to start being real friendly. So I was like, oh my God, I ended up finding out a lot of stuff about him. Do I remember all of it? No, but some things, yeah. He proceeded to tell me that his friend who passed away a few weeks ago, how even though he's gay, he had such a close bond with her, and he was like, look, I believe you can love people. It doesn't matter about your sexuality. You can still be in love with someone. So, but I think I took that too as if, oh, so you're telling me that that's what me and Kenny are. That's what you're trying to tell me, because you're projecting your own situation. I remember then, like, talking to him, talking about a skincare routine and talking about all random stuff. God knows what else. He ended up actually following me, which is so funny. Like, you know what I mean?
Did
like,
you follow back?
No, I didn't.
I need the answer to that.
I think he gave me his phone to put my Instagram in. Do you understand? So it's a little bit of a, like, when I look back, I'm like, what was going on? What were we actually talking about? Because I was going in and out of being angry, I wasn't actually upset in the moment. I think I was more angry, in shock.
Yeah.
And then kind of being like, okay, but wait, let's, like, try and work this out. And I was, I think I can see how I respond to situations. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to process kind of things that have happened as well. So anyways, like, then we were trying to leave, and we were gonna leave, and then I don't know what the fuck happened, but we were in the main part of the venue, and I don't know how I came across him again, but I fucking came across him again, and this time he was with someone else, another person that had come with them, I think, to the show, and I think this is when we started, like, really, like, going back and forth, and I think Kenny and the other girl that was with him were kind of, like, looking at each other like, are they fighting, or are they just, like, bantering? I think that was the issue. Like, I don't think Kenny could tell. Then he tried it again with Kenny again, but this time it looked more like a joke. But I just remember me and him just going back and forth for, I don't even know how long. Was it like an hour or something? I don't know. And it was going in and out of like fight. I think it was like, are we fighting or is this just banter? It wasn't until after we left the club when I really processed how I felt, and I just started crying because I was just upset.
No, of course.
And I was drinking, right?
Yeah.
So emotions are going to be higher. But I was just upset because I was like, someone just really disrespected me. Disrespected my relationship, broke boundaries. Like, if this was a girl, this would be weird. Look, I think as women, we feel very safe with gay men. Like, and we have so many reasons to.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that they're not men at the end of the day. And it kind of does feel like what happened is a little bit misogynistic, right? And, I've heard it, like, we kind of hear about how I find it very funny. I find it very funny because Adam, maybe like 2 weeks ago, posted something on his story about how he hates when gay men are disrespectful to women. He's like, I hate it. And he's like, I will call it out every time. And I think someone had been disrespectful to his friend and he got in a fight with them in a club or something. So I was like, that is so weird that he just said that literally a few days before his show. And then, like, I don't know.
Maybe we should tag Adam.
Well, that's the thing. I really would love to tell him the tea, but it's like...
I mean, hey.
Yeah, and I think, like, I have, had a few little moments of this happen as I was talking about. Even there's some other moments I'm thinking, literally with some, like, ex-friends, like, who were gay, like, and...
Were they twins?
We're all...
Sorry. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what it is. Like, what do you think it is? Because it's almost as if they're like, oh, well, I'm a gay man, so I can do what I want. I can say what I want.
Thank you. I was waiting for her to say it.
It's giving that, like, oh, like, I'm not
Immunity.
included in this, like, you know, like, I'm not a straight man. I'm not a woman, so I can...
Disrespect you.
Yeah.
And you have no choice but to see it as
I don't
banter.
give a fuck what his gender... I don't give a fuck anything about his... He could have been fucking... He could have been a straight man for all, like... That wouldn't really make sense, but you know what I mean.
Could have been bi, could have been trans, could have been
and
whatever.
then I turned it into like this, like, I guess, banter thing because I was confused at the situation and I started acting like going back and forth between being like, okay, let me be friendly with him, let me chat with him. And I was drunk, so I was kind of just like, okay, let's chat.
Yeah.
Okay, like, where are you from? Where is this? Where's that? Like, la la la. Like, what's your skincare? How old are you? Like, we probably talked about other stuff too, but then it would kind of sometimes then start to go back into like me being mad at him and being like, you don't know my relationship, and saying a bunch of stuff to him, and then like, I'm sorry, like, I can't remember everything that was said. I would love if there was a camera there recording everything, because this is the thing about drinking. When something happens, like, you might not recall exactly what was said, and that's, I think, maybe another reason why I was really like struggling to, or taking so long to process it over the past few days, because I was trying to remember everything, and like, I don't remember everything, I just remember how I felt, and I know the facts, right? And I know the facts is that he approached Kenny, and after I said that I was his girlfriend. Now, did I come across a bit aggressive when I went up to him? I don't think... I'm a sweet girl. Like, would I really be that aggressive? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just remember going up to him being like, I'm his girlfriend, like, la la la. Did he feel a sense of rejection and he then took it out on me? I don't know, but all I know is that he proceeded to tell me, like, you know, like, I'm not respecting your relationship. That man's gay. You're a fag hag. Like, that word in itself, like, first of all, it doesn't even...
Sorry. She's the fag hag. I'm the fag. Sorry.
And, like, it was like, disrespectful. Because here's the thing, guys. I think what matters in the relationship is you and the person you're with, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is really sweet to know that a lot of people really support me and my boyfriend's relationship, and they think we're really cute together, and they, you know, they think it's really sweet, and they I don't know, and then I think, okay, this is really nice. I feel really grateful that I have this person in my life, and then it felt weird to hear, I guess, the opposite of that, right? Now, maybe that's me caring too much what other people think and how other people perceive me. That's fair to say, but I also think that it's also fair to say that a boundary was crossed and I was disrespected in front of my face, and also he then did it again. I think it's the way that he, you know, maybe if he said a bunch of stuff to me, I would have been like, that's weird. But it's the fact, I think this is what made me cry. It's the fact that he, like, went up again to Kenny and was like, okay, here you go, right? If you want my Instagram, just add my Instagram. If you want to come see me, babe. Like...
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
It doesn't matter that Kenny wouldn't, like, is saying no to it. It's more the fact that I'm like, what the fuck?
Let me say.
What the fuck?
It's not... The relationship, the integrity of the relationship isn't in question in that moment. What is in question is that person's behavior, morality, and their own integrity. Because for them to then just like fucking walk all over your boundaries, walk all over your wishes, you even tried to like de-escalate, you tried to like calm things down, get to know the person, but then they just go ahead and they fuck around some more, be like, okay, do you know what, I'm just gonna step on some toes here. Hey, if you do want to, you know, jiggy, here's my phone. That act in itself is so disrespectful.
Can you imagine a girl saying that to Kenny in front of me?
No.
And the thing is, I probably would have been a lot more angry at her. No. Would I have even tried to befriend her? No. I don't fucking think so. It's just crazy. It actually is crazy. And it is just, it's misogyny. It is. It's just like, it's men being disrespectful to women. I do think that there's a certain type of gay man who will be like crossing the boundaries. Like, I'm thinking of the James Charles situation when, like, do you know that situation with Kayla Malik, whose abusive boyfriend was abusing her, physically abusing her. Now James at this point didn't know, but he was responding to her stories of him saying that man is beautiful, that man is so hot. It's like,
yeah, I remember that.
That's her boyfriend. Anyways, then it came out that, like, obviously he was really abusive and James was supporting him and having him in his house. And, like, it's just, like, shitty thing to do. Like, it's such a shit, like, it's just, it just makes me so annoyed because it's, like, it has nothing.
It's a weird form of misogyny because some gay men just feel like they're on the top of the world, you know, that they know the behaviors of men and how they're going to act, but then also they know the behaviors of women and how they're going to act.
And
so
I haven't been disrespected by a man to my face in a while, I feel like, as well. So I think that was another part of it too.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, babe, like, you're a man being rude to me, so it kind of had. It reminded me of, like, my old workplace harassment situation that I went through. Like, it was like, obviously on a smaller scale, but still, I felt that same way. Like,
of course.
I think there's a pattern with gay men being inappropriate to women.
Right.
And even, obviously, in this situation and other situations that I'm thinking of in my life, and also other stories that I know of with women, like, crossing the boundaries of saying stuff about their partners, or, like, wanting to get with their partners, making it known, flirting with them in front of your face, like, like, it's just weird, and I just wanted to speak about it. And
especially if
this
you don't
is what
know
happens when your man is just too fine to other men.
No, let me just say another thing, by the way. If they got to know Kenny, if they got to know Kenny, they'd probably step on her toes even more. Because he's a really sweet guy.
Like, here, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's fucking hot that, like, it's kind of hot that a guy wanted to go up to Kenny and flirt with him. Like, I don't know, that's hot, right? But once you know that that man is in a relationship, it's like poaching or some shit. I don't know. But then, whatever about that, even if he still tried to get with Kenny, right? I think it was more the way he was speaking to me, mixed with the fact that he was then still trying to get with him. He was speaking to me disrespectfully. And anyways, look, this was a good little therapy session. Anyways, look, I was really upset afterwards, and I was crying because I was drunk, and I was like, I can't believe he just disrespected me like that. Like, what the hell, Kenny? What the hell? We went to the next party. I got over it. But then the next, I think, like, it was just kind of annoying to me. Am I even on the camera? Yeah, I am. It was just upsetting because I think the next day I didn't know how to feel, because I was like, wow, that was such a, like, good night. I was so happy and excited. And then, like, I was like, how did I leave the venue crying? Like, I was literally so, like, happy. Like, how the fuck did I leave crying? So over the past few days, I was trying to process how I felt. Now, obviously, I had drank a lot of alcohol, so I was, like, low serotonin and stuff too. I did feel kind of depressed on Monday and Tuesday. I was, like, you know, like, struggling to get up and get my work done and stuff. No, I think I just had a lot to process, okay? Because, you know, like, first of all, drinking in general is going to do that. It's going to make you more tired and, you know, maybe, like, a lower mood, all that stuff. But it was also kind of what happened too, because I didn't know how. I was like, and, like, now it's like I'm going on this YouTuber story and she's posting pictures of him, and I'm like, I mean, he fucking follows me. So, anyways, look, guys, if someone comes up to you and tries to disrespect your relationship to your face, I think going forward, when this happens again,
kill them.
No, I think I would disengage. I think me engaging with him for that long was ridiculous. Like, I should have just been like, Kenny, we're going, like,
real life troll.
You know, because it's just like there's no point. I was there trying to almost, like, change his behavior. Do you know what I mean? And maybe that's why he kept going or kept saying stuff, like, because I was like to him, would a girl do this? Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe he was older. He was, like, 39 years old, right? So maybe he's stuck in a time where maybe this behavior wasn't called out. Guys, honestly, that night was a fever dream. My boyfriend is too fine to men, and I'm a fuck hag. So
I mean,
but, like, okay, I will be honest, like, this is vulnerable, but, like, in the moment when I was drunk, I was literally like, is he telling me the truth? like for some reason this stranger,
yeah, of course.
I was like, oh my God, like, is he telling me the truth? Is he seeing some truth that like I'm not seeing? Oh my God, like, is my boyfriend gonna leave me? Is my boyfriend gay? Like, all of this stuff, like, and I shouldn't be like what's the word? It made me like question things in myself, because I was like, am I really going to be shaken up that quickly by a random person?
Right.
We're used to getting troll comments online, hate comments online, and it's taken me a while to kind of build up a defense of like, this means fuck all. It's like in person, like it was literally a troll in person.
It was, but also your walls were lowered because you were at an event where you felt safe.
And I think if it had been like a random stranger in a random club, it would have been different. But you're right. I did feel safe, and we weren't in a gay club. I mean, a lot of people there are probably gay, right? But like, that's besides the point. We were all at a show, and like. Also, I'm just thinking, like, maybe I was right next to Kenny. I don't remember when he first came up, because if he was going to go on and act the way that he did, he probably didn't even give a fuck if he saw, oh, he has a girlfriend, right? Maybe he already could perceive that. I don't know. Anyways, look,
he's 39. He's probably got a few years left, only all those years of poppers,
this 27-year-old over here. Bitch. Anyways, that's the story of how a gay man tried to steal my boyfriend.
Wow.
And did not succeed. He's still mine. Kenny!
My turn next.
Let's just say over the past few days, I've been clinging on to my man real close. Like, don't leave my side. Anyway, like Kenny, the way Kenny has processed the situation is he's upset because he didn't realize at the time how upsetting, exactly what that man was saying to me. And towards the end, he just thought we were bantering with each other, but he didn't hear all the stuff that was said in the beginning, right? I don't know what he was doing. Was he just drunk? Was he talking to? I don't know what he was doing, but...
Wait, I just want to say, throughout this whole thing,
the lighting has changed so much. I am so warm and sweaty. It's not even funny.
My goodness. If I had to say a word to describe Venus right now, what word would you use to describe yourself right now?
Right now in this moment?
Right now in this moment.
Personality, like?
Anything.
Peaceful.
Aww. I was going to say huggable. You're a strong girl.
Thank you, babe.
Strong bitch.
I haven't drunk cried in a while.
Okay.
Oh? On one hand, it's like, it's kind of like, oh my God, like, I did everything last night. I cried. I did so much, like, you know. But then it's also like, I don't like that I was upset.
No,
you know?
of course.
No one wants to, especially when it was one of those types of nights where I was so like excited and hyper and happy and like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, I just met everyone, met Adam, like blah, 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 blah. Okay, why am I suddenly getting told all this shit and being disrespected and being called fucking, well, what would we even call that word?
It is derogatory.
It's, everything, like, you know, it's just, it's derogatory.
Listen, you got a fag
in the
here on the
context
couch.
that he used it.
Okay, I'm a fag, technically.
Really?
Well, not really.
Not really.
Well, anything that gets fucked is a fag, technically.
Well, I get fucked.
So even guys who get pegged by their girls are fags. But hey.
Anyways, like,
Sorry.
I think that...
I'm a virgin.
You know what, guys? It's all for the plot at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Very, very... that was a night with a lot of story times. As you can see, I just spoke for like an hour or something about that whole night.
Okay, I'm going to give my feedback on that night. I personally think that Venus coming out of her shell like that,
coming out of my cage,
she done really well, you know, enjoying herself, getting to know some of the YouTubers that she watches, and really like opening up to them. That was really cute, really sweet. And then some random bullshit happened after, which was just kind of fucked up.
I wish I was sat like this for when I was talking. I look so much cuter. Instead I had this fucking grey ass shit. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, and I think that's the summary, babe. Honestly, I think that was probably the reason why it's had such an impact on me. Is because of the juxtaposition of the fact that like I was feeling so like good. Yeah, it just shook me a bit, right? It shook me a bit, and it's normal because if you're in a relationship, like, you know, if you have feelings for that person and you're in love with that person, of course you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, jealousy is normal. jealousy in this situation, it wasn't that I was jealous because, you know.
Of course.
Anyways, it was more about the disrespect to me. I mean, Kenny was out here getting complimented. I mean, he's not someone that even strives for. He doesn't even really appreciate compliments that much. Now, could he not have just come up to me and be like, "Oh my god, babe, I love your outfit"? Like, try and get with him that way, if anything.
Look, let me just say, right, for a person to defend their relationship doesn't necessarily mean that they're questioning the integrity of that relationship. But I feel like it's them protecting their pride.
I was in shock, yeah, and I don't think like I'm like, oh my god, like, girl, like, why did I do that? Like,
there's nothing wrong with that, yeah.
I don't know what I was saying. I was chatting so much. I remember at one point saying, look, Kenny is a very different guy. Because I was trying to be like, oh, he thinks he's gay. Let me just explain maybe why he thinks that. I shouldn't have even done that. Do you know?
He didn't care.
Because he probably was like, oh, let me keep this going then. You know what I mean?
No.
Right, quick topic change before we end.
So wait, quick topic change. Did you watch The Manosphere then? Did you actually watch it?
People are going to start thinking, are we AI?
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
Yeah, guys, I did watch the Manosphere documentary because after hearing so much about it, and like, all I'm gonna say is, like, when you really think about it, it's not funny, guys, it's not, but there was points that you just have to laugh because you see the ridiculousness of it. And yeah, the main thing we take away from it is that who knows what they believe in. At the end of the day, we don't fucking know. All we know is they're just doing this because it makes them a fuck ton of money, and that's it. Also, that guy hates Jess. As someone, they watched it on Gogglebox. It's so funny, baby, you need to watch it. And I think it was one of the older men was like, he just seems a bit dumb. He doesn't seem very smart at all. And I was like, yeah, he didn't seem, like, it was weird. Maybe some part of him is smart, right? Because he's like, oh, I know what makes money, but there was something amiss, like. The way he's talking, oh, I just sold my daughter. She did that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, I just sold my son if he turns out gay. It's like, who talks like that? It's like something wasn't clicking together. I don't know. I just seemed a bit stupid. Then again, he's only 23, but...
Okay, what do you think about the memes about that guy? Have you seen the memes?
What memes?
Emily. No, mummy, I don't want a glass of juice.
The mom situation was just some fuckery because
Emily.
you could see, like, on one hand, she's like, don't speak like that. But then she's like, turns on Louis. Well, what are you doing then? You can't say you're much better. You're recording this for views and money too, aren't you? And it's like,
her ego.
But you kind of see it, like, you don't. I feel bad to even blame her because like then we're blaming another woman in the situation. But it's like you can kind of see maybe why he's got to this point, right? Because essentially, like, his parent isn't even
parenting, and
not like he's 23, but it's like.
No, but
if your own people in your life are just like allowing you to act like that and there's no repercussions, like your mother is actually like okay with her son on the internet like that. Yeah. I'm sorry, like, absolutely not with my son be on the internet like that. What the fuck? Like, I know, woo, great money and everything, but like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, of course not. There's other ways to get money.
Like, it doesn't really matter. Like,
if your son was doing that, just send him to work with Auntie Ayesha. I'll put him on the streets.
Okay.
As long as they're 18, obviously. But okay, let's cut everything. I quit. I'm leaving the country.
There's also been some other crazy shit that's happened lately, like the Mormon wife situation.
Where they took down the entire series.
The Bachelorette.
Right. Because of the abuse and how she was throwing shit at him and then it fell on the baby.
I just think the whole thing is crazy because it's like a whole season. I don't even watch The Bachelorette, but a whole season of it. God, I'm barely in the camera, babe. I'm barely in the camera, and I'm in the worst lighting this whole episode. I wish I was sitting here.
No, you were here.
No, but I'm in this terrible lighting. Look at that. The white has been on my face the whole time.
Fuck off right now.
Oh my god. And I'm literally out here trying to tell my story.
No.
I'm trying to share my truth.
You was closer. Come back closer anyway.
Trying to tell my truth! What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Moment. It's just crazy. They cut the whole season. They had already filmed the whole season of The Bachelorette. And I kind of regret now not keeping watching the Mormon Wives. I stopped watching them, but apparently season 4 is so good and so much drama. I think ultimately, like, people who are so quick to defend Taylor, it's like, I know, like, reversing the gender isn't the best thing to do at all times, but like, she's throwing stools at him. Like, it's like, and the way people are so quick to be like, well, what happened before that? Why didn't he leave? Like, why, what did he do to make her act like that? Like, we wouldn't say that if it was the other way around, you know?
Right.
And I just think we have to be like, this is part of feminism. Like, it's like, gotta hold women accountable. We have to hold women accountable too, right?
Right,
because,
okay. Sorry to interrupt you. We should...
And a child was hurt at the end of the day. It's awful for the child.
Yes,
like,
yes.
That's who I really feel bad for.
Can I play devil's advocate now? Like, I don't know the whole situation, and I get it. Yes, if the tables were turned, it'd be fucked up. But I just want to say, what if... Because I don't know the situation, and maybe that's the only footage that there is of her harming him. What if that was reactionary, abuse?
Reactive abuse. Yeah, but that's...
Abuse. Yeah.
I watched D'Angelo's video on this, but like, there's no way to know that. So
exactly.
all you can do is judge by like what we're seeing, and what we're seeing is someone's getting assaulted in the video.
Yeah.
And essentially, and to be honest, their dynamic is just toxic in general. Okay, I'm sure he has done stuff to her. Well, I don't want to presume exactly what he's done when I don't know, but like, you know what I mean? He does not sound great at all.
Of course.
So
kind of giving Johnny Depp and.
But I think people are just like, why did they put her in the Bachelorette? Like, why like she shouldn't really be given this platform, and now the whole thing's cut off. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening.
You.
I hope you enjoyed. You want to
comment below what you think your favorite bit of the episode was, and we'll see you next week.
Like our show, review us. And we've been bopping around. We've been bopping.
Off each other.
We need a little tune. If anyone wants to make us a little jingle, bopping. Like, her name is Trish. She's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy, rich, pretty, and pink, hot topic queen. That's why everybody thinks she's just Trish.
Her name is Ayesha. She's got a pipe down there. So...
Get what you did that one for the I think I posted it last night actually. Travel with me for a penis extension. No, you said travel with me to Korea for a penis extension.
You want a penis
extension? I need
extension?
to play that for you. Okay, guys.
She's already got a pretty big dick, so.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Bye. Ciao. Mwah.